Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be kind of a get ready with me while I go to work, but it's kind of more of like how to get ready really fast if you don't have like a lot of time. So I have to go to work soon, so let's get right to it. To kind of save time in the morning, I like to moisturize and prime my face at the same time. So I'm going to start with this Coconut Skin Smoothing Priming Moisturizer by First Aid Beauty. It kind of gives your face like a nice shine to it that doesn't seem oily, kind of more like a glow from within. So it kind of gives you this really awake, refreshed vibe, which I really like. So I usually don't have time for full-on foundation in the morning, so I just recommend like spot concealing if you really need to, or concealing your dark under eyes. So I'm just gonna go with my trusty NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I'm in the shade Custard. So what I really like about it is I can just use my fingers to apply and blend into my skin, and it's pretty matte, so it's going to not draw any attention to the parts I want to conceal. This kind of feels like a 5-minute makeup challenge, but it kind of isn't. But at the same time, it can feel like it because, you do feel rushed when you have to get ready for school or work. Anyway, next thing, sometimes I skip this step, sometimes I don't. But if I really have bad under eyes, I conceal using a creamy concealer by NARS, or I have other ones that I kind of switch around with, but I'm just going to use this one. It's also in the shade Custard, but the difference is that's a lot creamier and it kind of gives more of like a brightening effect to it as compared to the matte one. So I like to use this for under my eyes. And then I just pat that concealer into the skin with my beauty blender. And any left over, I'm just kind of pat it on my high points of my face. So right away I want to set my under eyes before they start creasing really bad. So as always, I'm going to use my Kat Von D Light and Shade Contour Palette. Just these first two really pan shades over here. Okay, then I'm going to set the rest of my face using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder here. I really like this powder so far. It really helps set in your makeup and kind of diminishes the appearance of pores. So I'm just going to take this large powder foundation brush and just swirl it in. And instead of swiping it, I just kind of pat it in. The next thing I do are brows. To save time, I don't focus on the inner part here. I do have pretty defined brows, so I can get away with not having that part really filled in. So I just kind of focus on filling in any empty spaces, and that usually kind of saves me time in the morning. Next I'm going to move on to my eyes. I'm going to keep it simple but also pretty, I don't know, elegant I guess, or it still looks pretty glam, like a soft glam. So I'm going to set my eyes using the Tempera shade for the Modern Renaissance palette here by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm just going to take a large blending brush with a really light hand and just softly place that shade all over my eye, or all of my eyelid. So I'm going to use that same brush to pick up Buon Fresco right here, which is this really nice muted purple pink. And this is going to be my crease shade. And again, it's going to be a really soft hand. And I'm just going to drag that along my crease. And then the main focus of this look will be using the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Weenie. And it's this really nice rose gold shade. And I just use my fingers to apply this. And I'm almost out, so I have to probably get some more soon. But what I like about it is that you can just pat it on your eyelid and then kind of blend it out, and then it's pretty much the whole look. Okay, that's it. If you want, you can always blend those two shades together. I usually find that I usually don't have to, but it helps kind of clean up a little bit. Next I'm going to do eyelashes. I'm going to curl them really quickly. I try not to spend too much time on curling my lashes because they take too long to hold a curl. So I try my best, and then I apply mascara. So this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This mascara does a pretty good job of holding the curls in for a decent amount of time. So I almost always skip, well, always skip my applying mascara at the bottom lashes because I don't have time for any mistakes to happen. So I'm just gonna really briefly apply the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in Best O or Best Zero on my waterline. I have to get really close to the mirror so this part will be cut out. So this creme gel liner is like a really deep purple, which would kind of match the eye, so that's why I went for it. So I'm going to finish up the rest of my face. I usually skip contour because if I do contour, there's this one time where I didn't blend it out fairly nicely because I was in a rush. So I had this really distracting unblended contour line. So I just go with bronzing my face. So I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer here. I'm going to take this large, this is the Sephora bronzer brush, and I'm just going to warm up my face a little bit. So this is the perfect shade of bronzer where it's not completely orange, and it blends in so perfectly with my skin tone that it just really gives this really nice natural bronzy look. Just a little bit under my neck as well. So it's not too intense, but it is pretty natural looking. Next I'm going to apply the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. They'll still kind of match the overall glowy sparkliness of this look, but it's still pretty subtle, so that's why I really like it. You can't go wrong with it as well. So I'm using a Luxie blush brush to apply. Alright, almost done. This part is pretty optional, but sometimes when I do have time to apply, I'll use the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. I usually mix Forever Young and Glow Getter together. These two can be pretty intense, so I use a really light hand to pick up the highlighter and a really light hand to apply it as well. So I'm going to use the Luxie Precision Foundation brush. Just a little bit on the tip of my nose, not too much. And then my Cupid's bow. Nothing too intense since I am going to work. So last thing, we're almost done, our lips. And I usually go with a nude lip. You can't go wrong with nude lips when you're in a rush. And my favorite one recently has been the Aquarius Ultra Satin Lip. So I have the lippy stick, but this one right here is a lot more long lasting and it's not completely matte. So it kind of ties in together with the glowiness of this look. So I'm just going to apply that on my lips. Well, this is from ColourPop. I don't think I mentioned that. And then finally, I lied. This is the last step. Is to set my makeup, and I've been using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and this seriously does keep your makeup in place for pretty much the whole workday. So I've been using this as of late. You don't need too much, honestly. I know a lot of people douse on the spray, but you only need a little bit and it works just fine. So this is it. This is my final look. I really like how like kind of it's like a really soft glam. It's my favorite kind of look to do. But I do change up my eye look from time to time. At least like once a week, and I've been using like the Modern Renaissance palette and a Carly Bible palette. But I do like I actually frequently change my eye looks before going to work, but they're all super simple. So if you're interested in me doing those kind of videos where I show you like simple eye looks for work, please let me know in the comment section below. I love to hear your suggestions. Anyway, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload every single Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!